12-hour shifts, 4 days on, 4 days off, just standing in this massive space. So literally just thinking for 6 months. And a bit of speaking there. And bit of earning money now.
Speaking, just all right?
Yeah. Hang on, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Welcome to the Riff Room. Today we got Connor Mclaughlan, local legend, student of mine as well now these days.
Sensei.
So he grew up locally and he's a guitarist who's currently studying in Cardiff. Is it Met?
USW.
USW, University of South Wales.
Yeah.
Studying music degree, yeah.
Music production, yeah.
Music production. And he's got an exciting project which is going to be released soon. So welcome to the podcast, Con.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Thank you for having me. Yeah,
Sensei.
Bonjour.
Do you call him Sensei every time you get in the car?
Every time, yeah. Put my headband on.
So what's it like learning to drive with Sean? Let's get some feedback on it.
Class, yeah, well, it's a bit of a relief because you can just have a laugh as well, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Not to be too fucking... Yeah, sound. But I think today was really bad, wasn't it? Because we had a lesson before this.
Yeah.
And it was like my worst one so far, I think. But
It was just like I said, it was just like, you just got to look you speedo when you're slowing down. Doing, if you're looking at that, then you'll know when to change gear, but and you'll be sweet then.
Yeah.
Doing, and avoid the curbs.
Yeah.
Doing,
And kids.
yeah, kids, yeah.
Dodging kids. Like.
Did anything happen today?
We seen the same guy as I told you about the other day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was walking a bit better, wasn't he? Doing?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to bring it up on you though, because
I would.
no, I know, just in case.
It is one of... I've told everyone I know how funny it was.
It is a funny story,
Yeah.
but it's hard to share.
Yeah, it's a bit touchy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doing?
Yeah. Everyone will be wondering what the fuck it is now.
Yeah.
It was straight out of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so where did you grow up? Like, tell us a bit of your background.
Grew up in Sandfields. Still live there now, kind of. But, yeah, Lingfield Avenue, the classic.
Represent.
SA12. Yeah, kind of in between Cardiff and Sandfields at the minute. Because my girlfriend lives up Cardiff and studying as well. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to move to Cardiff at the end of the summer, I think. Because the type of music I'm making isn't really catered to Port Talbot, really. I could play in Avonales, but not every gig, do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah, but there's a certain crowd in town. I was thinking of this the other day because I got offered a gig. I've started gigging again, so I did one in Tina 2, and it's straight back into the normal scene then, isn't it? Like everywhere's kind of the same.
Yeah.
But there's levels to it. So I got asked to play a gig in Murphy's in town
on
on a Friday night. I thought that's a different level. Do you mean not quite ready for that? I will eventually, but I've got to ease into that. I've got to learn to deal with a crowd.
Oi.
But
How was it though?
it was good. Yeah, up at Tina 2, it was right.
Yeah.
It's a weird kind of place. It's two very distinctly different crowds there, massively. Have you been up there lately?
No, I don't think I ever have, to be honest with you.
I grew up there. I grew up like 10 doors up from there. I never went in there when I was growing up.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, it felt like it was I don't know, a bit cliquey in there. I didn't know the people in there. You walk in, I was looking at you, what the fuck is he? Why is he
Yeah.
there? Like even not even my father drank like when I was growing up. I don't think. I'm not sure. But
Baglan Mafia, like.
yeah.
That's where they are. Yeah.
Freemasons.
But there's like
That's where the tour means.
where I played, they like blocked. There's like the bar's in the middle, and there's 2 rooms with a corridor that goes round the outside. The toilets and stuff. So it's just a big circle with a bar in the middle, basically. But it's split in half. So there's a pool room with loads of like just like pissheads and just young crowd. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People out for the night, kind of thing. And then the other side is a restaurant with
Their
people having
parents.
meals. Their parents, yeah. So yeah, it's been like that. So massively different crowds. Like I don't want to go too far into it. We will after when I finish. I'm sure I told you about it. But they split in half. So I'm playing in front of the doors and stuff. It was alright. It was a 60th birthday, and then there's all jiu-jitsu people there, and there's a lot of people that I knew to support the first one back for me. Like, so it was nice to have
That's good.
a good crowd there. Like, and just the 60th party. Did you see the woman who cut me and asked me for fucking The Gambler?
All right.
By, what was it, Kenny Rogers? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, so she got to be in the middle of a fucking 80s mega mix. Everyone's on the dance floor fucking ripping it up to Take On Me and stuff.
Yeah.
About to hit Message in the Bottle. And she's like, will you play Kenny Rogers?
Gambler review.
Yeah. No, I can't. It's just going to fucking kill the atmosphere. May as well just leave now, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's really put out there. But I'm used to that. Like, you play on stage, you get that. Do you know what I mean? You get it all the fucking time. You can't take offense to that. So I came off after she went off in a huff a little bit. Oh, fine. So she fucked off. And then I turned to some of the boys, like, what was your problem? And they go, ooh. You know, like, it was a big thing. So don't worry, it's fine. It's what happens. But,
So it must be some people go to the rugby club as their local, and then others go to that.
I suppose so.
And the Brook.
The Brook,
The
yeah.
Brook
yeah.
is no live music here, though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think.
That's a good point, actually.
There
What
is
if that's because it's
the
a
Barnum
chain?
Brook, yeah, I'm pretty sure there is, live music. I was speaking to
They have
someone
had...
the other day, and they said there's bands there.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know.
Perhaps because it's a beefeat there. Do you mean like a chain?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought, I know they did like a summer festival type thing. There's loads of bands outside playing.
Yeah.
Somewhere when it was hot. I didn't know they did like regular stuff though.
So where have you played it so far? You played the 10?
Just the 10.
Just the 10. And you had been asked for Murphy's, you said?
Yeah, I got one in Rugby Club booked for April, but I don't want to book too much at the moment because I wanted to get just one done. Do you know what I mean? Just to let people know, right, I'm on my way back kind of thing. And like I got 2 wedding fairs in the beginning of March, so I don't want to book loads. You know, like booking like 3 or 4 gigs a month, like, and then having weddings booked for the same night.
Yeah.
So I'll honour the first thing that's booked, whether it's someone's living room or wedding. Do you mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I don't cancel on people. It's
Yeah.
just because I got something better coming in. Do you mean?
Yeah.
So unless it's something abroad, I think I did for one of the abroad ones that I did. I couldn't really turn it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I want to wait till they're done, see what weddings I can book, and then I'll give up on the weddings for this year and think, right, let's just fucking just do normal gigs. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
enjoyed it though.
Get back into it, like.
Yeah, it's different energy. It took so much more out of me, like, and I've done a wedding since then, and I was much more nervous on the tin gig.
Yeah,
than
you've got to be a
the
bit more interactive, haven't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Your palms, and you were like, touch my palms. I feel like clammy there.
Yeah, like vaginas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pussy hands. Like.
Oh, you
Pussy palms.
get all hats made, pussy
Yeah,
hands
big,
written
huge.
for the next gig.
No, it was good though. It was nice to see you in that setting again.
Yeah, no, yeah, get into it, yeah. And the Jiu-Jitsu crew had never seen me before, nothing. But
Your alter ego, like.
yeah, I know. I need a name for that alter ego, I think.
Well, go on.
Pussy palms.
Pussy Pants.
Yeah.
Pussy palms.
Yeah. Minjans.
Hands, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, what's your gigging experience like? You've played in one of my gigs.
I have, yeah. I
long
was
time
about
ago.
18, I think probably 16, 17 actually, thinking of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when I left school, around like that, when I was in year 11, I started like going to like local gigs and that, and like trying to go up and play guitar. Like I went up with Sean and Dean when I was about 15.
Yeah.
Dean O'Keefe.
Yeah, Dean
Yeah.
O'Keefe, yeah. And Arlid on drums, wasn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
In the Lion.
Yeah, in the Lion. Yeah, uptown. I was about 15. And yeah, that's when I first started. I remember I was just like fucking shaking.
Can you remember what song you did?
I think it was just like a jam in E.
It was like yeah.
Minor.
yeah, E minor.
Like a bluesy kind
The
of
saddest jam ever. Like
Yeah.
the whole little Lion was just fucking crying. Like
Yeah.
Imagine Dean
Deep
just like that.
misery.
yeah,
I love Dean.
Fuck
yeah,
you.
you sound.
Let's do F minor. No, it's not deep enough.
I'm 15, man. Yeah, blues in E. And I remember I just done the chords and I just went straight into like into a solo line.
Nice one.
Solo for like 5 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I used to follow you around then. I remember going up in the Four Winds and just like it was a bit of a nag, like, and like I remember walking in and like standing there, and Dean was like halfway through playing, and I think he rolled his eyes on by like.
Is it?
So I walked in, and I was just like expecting to play, like
Yeah.
I got a bit too comfy, but yeah. And then I went to Neath College then to study music with Christian Carpenter and that,
Yeah.
and
He's class, isn't he?
yeah, he's wicked. Pantomime fucking legend, like.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing him in school, like when we'd put on the like Christmas concerts. He'd be in the
pit, like.
the pit with Ray on drums. Do you know Ray?
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
Ray.
Yeah.
I was like, they're fucking just class. Like,
Yeah.
Ray's funny as fuck.
he's hilarious. Isn't he?
Where's he from? it's like
Kimler, innit?
yeah. He's
Philippines.
Philippines, that's it. Yeah. But it's funny his accent. Like he'd come in, it's like he was teaching Dory.
He had Welshisms.
He's got hiya, bat.
Yeah.
Doing like
Fuck's sake, man.
cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's funny.
He was a legend, he was. Used to see him all the time. So yeah, I started studying there, and then that's when I started going to the art jam night, which was like a mecca for South Wales.
Was Luke doing it then?
Luke was doing that, yeah. And I'd go to the arch on a Thursday, and the Neath Workies on a Tuesday. So I'd be doing that in the week, going up playing live, and then I had a few cover bands then, but they were quite shit because none of us had like transport or anything.
Yeah.
So we'd be like going to gigs in taxis and that.
That's rock and roll on it.
Yeah, cardy cabs like.
Yeah.
Make zero money.
yeah. Shitty cover bands, and then I left college after like a year because the course was just a bit, I don't know, it felt like it was going nowhere. And then I started like original stuff then, because I felt like I was more suited to that kind of route, because there's so many like class guitarists in college, and then you realise then, oh fuck, if I'm not going to be the best, what's the point? Like it went kind of from like a sport to like more, I got into songwriting and that.
Yeah.
So I started original stuff, and then I started studying like filmmaking and that as well in Gosaina then. So I got into all that world as well, like filmmaking and that. And then, just been doing that ever since, really. Just like filmmaking and making songs instead of just guitar, you know?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Would you say, like, which avenue do you prefer now?
Well, that's the thing, because I kind of love it all. I love the photography, the filmmaking, the music. And like that's what this project I'm working on now is like a mixture of all that. But it's like, it's all the same world kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they all have the same title. So yeah, it's been a few years in the making, like, but
When is that like going to be released to the world?
well, I've kind of aligned it with my uni course, which is music production. So I like kind of went back to uni to kind of take it a bit more serious, and it's because I was working in like really shit jobs, and I thought, right, if I go back to uni a bit older, because I know exactly what I want to do, and I feel like I'm in a point where like I'm quite like mature in terms of like songwriting and that, because I've been doing it for a few years.
Yeah.
So it kind of all aligned with the major project for the uni course. So like by the time I finish uni now, I'll have the film, the album, and there's like a photography book as well with it.
Cool.
So it'll all have the same title, all kind of documenting Port Talbot really. The film and the photo book anyway, but the music's a bit more ambiguous, you know.
Yeah.
It's not so literal about there's like loads of voice notes of people speaking from Port Talbot and that, but the songs themselves aren't really, not necessarily about Port Talbot, but kind of set in Port Talbot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
How long is the film? Yeah.
Probably about half hour, and it's all like shot on film.
Yeah.
So it's like cost a fucking fortune, but
I don't know how that would work. I mean, I've only filmed it digital. Like, is
Yeah.
it more complicated with?
well, it's definitely like got limitations, because it's like Super 8 film, and like each cartridge is like 3.5 minutes long, and it costs like 150 for one of them, and it's like half hour long. So
I understand why films cost so much.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never thought it cost fucking millions or whatever. I never understood where the money goes. Like, but
yeah, digital is way fucking cheaper and more fucking practical, but the look of Super 8 is just class, you know. But yeah, it's the film's going to be like 10 people from Port Talbot kind of just talking about their experience living here, like little vignettes, but I've like give them one reel each, so like 3.5 minutes each, and whatever I capture with our film is like what you know. But the thing is, with the Super 8 camera, you can't see what you filmed. And you don't know how long you've been filming for.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's the worst thing ever. But then
That's cool, Lord. It's like, I don't know.
there's a bit of magic to it, like.
Yeah.
You got limitations there that you got to work around, which it makes it more
Authentic.
authentic and artistically difficult, isn't it?
100%, yeah.
It'll be more original, like.
So have you got like one of them?
It's kind of like that, but you just like press the trigger like a gun, really. It's just kind of thing. Yeah.
Cool.
So you can kind of only film in daylight and stuff like that. outside.
Right, okay. Yeah. Could you do it in darkness if you had the light in and all that?
If you had the light in, yeah. There's like two settings on the camera. One's like a sun for daylight, and then one's like a light bulb.
That's it.
Like
You can't control like with that.
you got ISO one aperture.
Yeah, shut the speed, aperture and all that.
There's
Yeah,
none of that. Like
mad. Yeah.
as long as you get the right film, I got like this film which is like really sensitive to light, so even in a bit of low light, like if it's overcast, it'll still kind of pick it up. But it goes really grainy, but that's kind of the vibe I'm going for, you know.
How many frames per second is it?
16.
So that is the actual shutter letting light in, and it actually physically hits the film, and it burns into it.
Burns into it, yeah.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, it just looks so good, like. But yeah, half hour long, 10 to 12 people, and then on the album there's like an intro and an outro and like 2 interludes. But they are going to be like the soundtrack for the film. Yeah. So that's how it's connected, do you know what I mean?
Sounds cool, but fair play, like.
So what about the music side of things? What's your creative process with that? Like how did the idea start?
Well, with this album, up until writing this album, there's always been stuff on guitar, and it always sounded quite I don't know, just very not riffy, but like just typical guitar stuff. And I couldn't really get to a place where I wanted to be. So when I started working in a COVID site in 2021, January 2021, and I don't know, it was just a kind of time where I started like thinking, like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, I was like 22.
Stopped, so you got time to think. Like.
So there's that space, and like it was 12-hour shifts. 4 days on, 4 days off, just standing in this massive space for like the first 6 months. Hardly any cars come through. So literally just thinking for 6 months. And then a bit of speaking there. And a bit of earning money there.
Speaking to Scott, all right?
yeah. Hang on, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was just long stints of just no work. So it was like, a lot of room to breathe in that. So then I started thinking, like, what do I actually want to do? So then the songs I was listening to at the time was quite, not so much guitar based, but still a bit of guitar, but it wasn't like the main focal point. It was more like synths and like drum machines and stuff like that. So I got a drum machine and I started kind of making beats and like playing bass lines to it as like the impetus for the songs. Yeah. Instead of starting with
guitar,
riffs. Yeah. And like all of a sudden then it just instantly sounded like a song instead of like, So I started doing that, and then I just kept doing it. And then I got to a point where I wrote this one song, and I was sharing a room with my brother at the time, Harvey, and he was like, oh, that's fucking really good. It like sounds like the Gorillaz or something. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, that was a little bit of a buzz. And then I showed my father that song, and he was like, oh, that's the fucking one, boy. That's the one.
Is it?
And that song is going to be like one of the main singles on this album. I've developed it way further now, but yeah, it was and I just kept doing that. And then when we got fired from the site, like it was literally they pulled us in one morning after like working there for a year, and they were like, right, so you're all kind of leaving today, kind of thing.
The virus is over.
Yeah, it was so surreal.
Yeah.
No, it was like this week is your final week, kind of thing. And then I kind of used that. I used all the the COVID site was the main inspiration for this album, really. All the characters and that, because they were all like kind of sent from the job centre, and like within like the first week, half of them left because they had fucking tags on their ankles. Like,
is it?
Yeah, they still had tags on their ankles. And I remember I was standing like on the site, and like a few of them walked past. I was like, "Why are you off then?" They were like, "Oh, we've been let go, like because they found out stuff and that." So I was like, "So what are you gonna do now?" And they were like, probably, back to drugs now. That's all we know. Like,
is it?
Back to drugs.
Back to drugs. Yeah, the nightclub. And so it was just so much funny characters. It was like it was a melting pot for fucking comedy. Like, do you know what I mean? It informed all the lyrics, and like it was just perfect for a creative to fucking to work.
Take something
like,
from it. Like,
yeah, for like a year and a few months, it was just fucking class.
Yeah, man.
It was so weird, but. Yeah, and then I just kept writing the songs and developing them, and like got a few bits of gear, like certain synths and that, and really got into it. And now, I took it to uni then and like pursued it even further with the production and that. And yeah, mixing it now, mixing the album, and it's almost done.
Cool. Like, so when you were in Neath, what course did you do in Neath? Was it the
Music performance.
National Diploma Music Performance?
Yeah.
I did the same thing, and I thought the same thing as you.
Yeah.
It lasted about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
With his brother.
Is it?
Yeah.
What was your brother playing?
Guitar.
Guitar. Well, playing. Like he could do Brain Stew, Green Day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's about it.
Still hear that on a Sunday, my mother.
Is it?
Yeah. When he go on my father's acoustic, like, dude. You know, so like.
Loves Brain Stew, like. And pentatonics.
Yeah.
You can, the quick little pentatonic.
Is one of his go-tos is like, it's like.
Yeah, I know.
Tongue out like.
Yeah. Genuine.
Yeah.
I remember, I showed him tapping.
Right.
I showed it, like, I was playing Eruption, like, when like ages ago. I was playing, I said, what was that? And I just tap in. He said, show me. So I showed him it. And he was playing in college and he was doing it, like the first bit of Eruption. And someone said, oh, it's Eruption, isn't it? He said, no, I made it up. It was fucking Eruption. Like, yeah.
Wrote at the weekend.
Fraudster.
Yeah, I taught him the moonwalk as well. He stole that from me.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well,
loads of shit. I'm sure that song that he did, he stole it from me. I'm sure he fucking...
Is it?
Yeah,
Talked about
thief.
the moonwalk.
Yeah.
Thief.
Yeah, I thought the same about that course. It's like, there's a lot of people on that course who needed that course.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like, I'd already knew that what I wanted to do, and I wasn't getting a lot back from that course. It was like putting us in bands and making us play together and going through all the logistics of being in a band, how to write the set list and all that, like what to expect and doing performances, gigs. Like that was just the same as what I would have been doing anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I remember once we were all in like a semicircle, all guitarists on a guitar lesson together, and we had a song. Everyone had the same song sheet, and one of the chords is D major 7, or something like that. So I just played D major 7, like normal D major 7, and I can't remember who the teacher was, but he pointed me out and said, "Oh, he's a good guitarist. Anyone who wants a band, he's a good guitarist." Just because I played a normal D major 7 chord, like and no one else could. So I was like, "Oh, all right."
They dropped out like.
Yeah. No, it wasn't long after that. Well. It was when the gaming place was in Neath. What was that place called again?
Game.
Fifth Dimension, is
Never
it?
went there.
Yeah.
Fourth Dimension.
Fourth Dimension.
Yeah, fucking whatever. We used to go in there. We used to just like skive off the classes that we didn't like and just go gaming, playing Counter-Strike together. Just me and him running around the map together, like looking for each other, not even killing each other. Cause there's only 2 of us on there. Like.
So was it? It wasn't Christian Carpenter then, was it?
It was.
Oh, it was.
They had different classes, didn't they? So
Yeah.
Like I love Christian, and like there was other people that I liked, but some of them, it's the fucking bongo classes and stuff, and like djembe drums and stuff.
Oh yeah, we didn't
Want to know that. Is that like it just felt like a hippie class that one did. There was another one on music theory, which I didn't get anything from. I'd done like grade 8 by that point. It was like I was wasting my time. Like, do you know what I mean? I felt it was a bit of a waste. And there's I think there's a couple of people that stuck on through the course and then did it in university, the fall one thing.
Yeah.
I think only one of them got to the end and is still a musician, or maybe 2, but they're doing the same thing as I am anyway. They teach in, they gig in. Like,
Yeah. It's quite
it's like-
limited, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really.
I thought it would lead to something more professional in the industry.
Yeah.
Like that you needed this to make you into a musician that can do these things that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise.
Yeah. Give you the tools, like.
Yeah, but it was more like a network thing. Like you get to the end of it with all these other musicians that got to the end of it. You're all teaching, you're all in bands together. It would have happened anyway, do you mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I tell my students, like, I know I shouldn't really, but like when they're choosing GCSEs, like, should they do music or should they do something else? Like, which one do you enjoy the most? Like,
Yeah.
and you know, you don't need the qualification to do what I do, at least. But like, I wish I did what you do, like with the production side of things.
Yeah.
That's a massive thing which I was missing.
That's an actual science to it, kind of
It's a
thing.
skill. Like, yeah,
It's totally different to music.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, definitely.
Like to learn guitar, you just got to be determined. You got to practice, you know. And if you got a good teacher, like you put you on the right path, you get there quicker.
Yeah.
But like with productions, like I'm just potching with stuff. I'm adding compression, but I don't know why. I don't know how.
Yeah, I'm still kind of at that fucking stage. Like, it's just so it takes years to learn. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the EQing and compression side of stuff. Because like when you add reverbs and like delays, it's obviously way more easier to like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
With like EQing, it's like so subtle
I know.
most of the time.
And the speakers make a difference. Headphones make a difference.
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
room
So it's
that you're
like
in.
it just feels like this big grey area.
Yeah.
So like that's why with my mixing, like my tutor Matt Evans is helping me with the mixing, like, because he's just been doing it for years, and there's just things that I never would have thought to do that he's doing.
Yeah, I know.
With EQing, like.
Well, instead of like certain techniques and stuff, like, is it?
Yeah. So like, mostly EQing, like he was like, oh, hang on, there's a frequency there, and he went into the EQ and he like pulled the frequency out, and I was like, how the fuck are you hearing that? Like,
It's
Yeah, I
bad
know.
when they drag it across.
yeah. And it was like a specific point that he was like, no, and I was like,
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to do that. This room is shit, though. If you stand in the centre, right, like where that shit wall is there, face that way and speak, it's there. Like, everything you say is always fucking there. Like,
Is it?
drives me fucking nuts, I swear. That's why I usually record in the corner if I can. This room is just shit for recording. But, like, the music I've made, the music that I'd be releasing, it's just me and my guitar. There's nothing else. So it's like, I don't have to worry about drums or anything. Do you learn how to do all that kind of stuff?
Kind of, yeah. But because it's been, with the album I've written, it's like, because it's synths and drum machines, it's not like mic'd up and nothing. It's straight into the box, like.
Yeah.
Easier to EQ, like.
Yeah. So it's like not as much noise, and it's like almost approaching like an electronic producer instead of like a band.
Yeah.
But EQ and drums, and like getting the drum, and like we learned how to mic them up and that, and a lot of it.
The triangle in there.
Yeah.
For the cymbals and everything.
Yeah, it's two overheads and like a bass drum usually, and then maybe the snare. But it's a lot of it's down to taste. But like,
Yeah, I find the mixing is a creative thing in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
As long as you know like the
mic
foundation
placement and stuff like that. Like I remember like when I was doing my course, it was like some bands back in the day, like in the 70s and that, they'd mic stuff up, but then they'd have mics in the corner of the room and stuff.
mics, just to
up, like,
capture the ambience.
ambience and stuff. It's just like you say, it's just fucking art.
Yeah. I saw something about Queens of the Stone Age. The producer, the engineer who recorded that. He's talking about like what he did, like the signal chain for it all. It's fucking like nuts. Like the guitar went into an amplifier first, boost the mid maximum, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever took that, like he chose a microphone that had more kind of mid range dynamics or whatever.
Yeah.
At every point of the way, he added something in and boosted the mid every single time. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why. I have no idea why. But it sounds different to anything else, like the guitars or whatever album it was. Era
Guitarist.
Yeah. Might have been that one.
666 and
I love that one. I listen to that in the gym all the time.
It's brilliant. No.
That's the thing. I think as like a engineer or like a mixing person, I think you've got to like go through all the technical stuff to get to a point where you can be like creative with it, innit?
Yeah.
With like with the mixing anyway, because like Matt, the guy who's kind of tutoring me and like teaching me how to mix my album, there's like things he does because of his taste, like his music is like quite lo-fi and like quite stylized, so like everything's like loads of distortion and saturation and stuff like that. So like I thought it'd be interesting to like approach mixing synths and that with like someone who's usually mixing like lo-fi guitar music.
Yeah.
So like creates an interesting dynamic, but a lot of it's down to taste, and like a lot of the people like you ask about mixing, like the tutors or whatever, they're all like, it's up to you kind of thing. And I'm like, no, but how the fuck do I EQ this?
Help
like,
me.
But they're like, oh, it's down to you kind of thing.
I think
it's like, well, no, I mean, to an extent.
Yeah. I think if it's not peaking, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then anything else
As long
is
as it's
like-
not in the red, like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing with it though. I like learning about it. But I come up with a song which has got something in it that I want to know more about. Or I hear a song like a random one of Felix is listening to, and I think, I really like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Let me do the cameras. So.
You right? Sorry, bud.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
You should do this podcast with Super 8.
I should have brought it with you.
$15 million an episode, like.
Yeah.
Highest budget podcast this side of the bridge. Like.
We'd have to wait. Is that like an old camera? How old
Yeah,
are they?
it's from the 80s, the camera I got.
Oh, okay.
But like halfway through filming this film, the camera I had kind of conked out by the bridge in town. Not that that matters, like, but it was
Fucking bridge.
Yeah, it was specifically because of the bridge, but it fucking conked out. I had to buy a new one because I had like filming the next week, and it's, luckily though I got one on eBay for like 50 quid, the same camera, but it's so fucking temperamental, it's unbelievable, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just part of it, innit?
Yeah. That's cool.
Looks so good though.
Yeah, I find the same like with instruments and stuff, you know, like, or like recording, sometimes I prefer not to have all the options. Sometimes I just want to go into something like just kind of straight and just play. Like, I find sometimes with my ideas, I loop it. So I got my looper going into my amp, and then a really shit mic then going into the fucking system thing. But like, whatever I've done to that, I don't do anything else. I just loop it, and the ideas go in. Sometimes I prefer that. Like, nothing's done to it.
Yeah, 100%. You definitely get like attached to demos and that, and then when you polish them up, you're like, oh fuck, it's lost the thing I liked. Like,
yeah, I know.
But that's definitely a thing.
I got when I was in uni, I did like a 5-track EP.
Yeah,
and like one of the tracks on it is like my favorite track that I've done, but I haven't got the master of it. Like, do you mean? So like, I can't do anything with it. I've just got the MP3.
Is it?
Yeah, fucking tapping.
Is it? There's no way
like,
you can.
No, I just don't know where it's gone. Like, do you mean? And like I could play it again, obviously. Do you mean? But I don't know. I just
specific. Yeah.
Just want to have the same vibe. Like,
yeah.
Do you mean? I'm tamping with it, but.
Each recording is unique, innit? Whether it's, you know.
Yeah, that's the best sounding one I done on the EP as well, like, which is frustrating.
I should record it again.
Yeah, but I
remember
just
like solo stuff, like
it was like
part of a band.
It was just like I wrote everything for it, like, to me, and I sang on it and all that. Fucking sounded dog shit. You know, when I did it, I was working in Domino's, right, and my manager Cookie, he listened to it. And he came in and he was like almost taking the piss out of the vocals.
Yeah, that's nothing worse.
But
especially if you're being sincere in the song.
He didn't know it was me singing on it. He thought it was someone else. And
I was like,
oh, cheers, man. That was me, man. He was like, oh no. He was like, actually. But yeah, I enjoyed uni. It was I learned quite a bit, but like some of it is lost production wise, like. Yeah. No, so like you were saying, it's a minefield.
It goes out of practice as well if you don't use it, I think.
Yeah,
It's
like I can record myself, but if like someone said, "Oh, could you record my band?" I'd be like,
I'd be the same.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. I'm happy with myself. I've done a few students before, and I said like, it's going to be a demo. Do you know what I mean? This isn't going to be something that you're going to make money from. It's not going to be released everywhere. It's not going to be perfect. It needs fucking loads of shit after this, but you've got an idea that you can go with it.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. It's like, some of them don't have the equipment to even just get something recorded. Like, So I do that for my students, but it's not. I'm clear in the beginning.
I'm not a record producer.
No, but you know, sometimes though, like just capturing it and like the demo is like. The rawness of it can be the magic as well.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. That sells more than anything. If an idea of mine doesn't work with just me and a guitar, I don't run with it, like. And then I do like what you did about changing the instrumentation a bit, you know?
Yeah.
It does. If I approach every song with just a guitar first.
It all sounds similar, like.
Yeah, because it's you. You're the factory that's making this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depends on what ideas going in. Coming out is going to be kind of flavoured the same, like.
When
you haven't got a guitar, when you've got a fucking ukulele, it's something completely different then. Can't tell it's yours. Like. It's unrecognisable. And then it means that it's something that's... You don't fall down the same kind of creative path. Because it's like you're on a different track. It's like drawing a line in the sand. If you write the song the same way every single time, it just gets deeper and deeper. It's easier to fall into it.
Yeah.
Then you start with bass first. It's like you're off on this different fucking direction now. What the fuck is this? Don't know.
Yeah. That's why I kind of done it, I think. Start with the drum machine. Start with a really solid beat.
Yeah.
And then
groove,
you just vibe off that and then add bass. And then, initially I weren't even going to add any guitar to this album. And then when we started mixing, there was like quite a big chunk out of the mids that could have been filled. So I started adding stuff to fill it up a bit. And it has benefited it. Like, it sounds really good. Like,
do you concentrate on certain strings? Because I know that's important for a lot of people recording. Like, do you avoid the low strings or the high strings?
Yeah, with certain songs.
Sorry, guys, I'm going to cough. Sorry.
All right.
No, carry on. Sorry.
He's going to go up then.
Get out the cough.
It's like fucking assembly in school.
Yeah. Go to the middle of the room and get the most perfect cough ever. Like.
Aye. Sorry.
Yeah, certain strings, but it's weird because a lot of the songs, the bass is like the lead melodic instrument, kind of like Joy Division, where the guitars would be almost the rhythm. And then the bass would be like doing what the guitar should do.
So you don't soften the high end of the bass, do you?
I
do. I don't know whether it's wrong. Do you know what I mean? Because I want to keep it more in the bass.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because the frequencies and that.
Yeah.
A lot of the bass lines are like on the higher strings, almost, which is like a strange way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a lot of it. But then because there's a lot of synths doing the bass frequencies as well. So there's a lot of it was mixing it. It was like has been quite hard because there's like a lot of fighting, but like you just got to find space for each instrument. I guess,
no.
Boys, I'm having coffee, mate. Oh my god.
The worst thing, singing when you're singing in a mic and you can feel you got to fucking clear your throat. You can't.
You just step away. You got to think like it.
Yeah, you just got to fucking huff.
Yeah,
come back. Like.
Sorry, boys.
Growl like.
Oh.
So the music that you got, is it ever going to be played live, or wouldn't that work?
Well, it'd probably be like with a backing track. There's a few kind of bands doing it at the minute. Well, yeah, they call themselves bands. They technically are, but there's no like drums or nothing. So because it's drum machines. So it'd probably be me with either guitar or live bass or bass, and then probably have someone on synth, and then maybe someone on guitar as well. Like a 3-piece kind of thing.
Are there vocals for this?
Yeah, I'm singing on it as well.
Oh, okay.
Probably just have like a laptop with me, or the person on synth will have like a laptop, like a DJ setup, and then just play them like that. Do you know what I mean?
Nice, man.
There's a lot of Australian bands coming in. They've got a similar vibe to you. Have you seen all them Australian bands coming in? Yeah, the weird names.
Tame Impala. Tame Impala were one of the first. Loads of Australian bands are class, innit? Loads of them.
When we were on a lesson the other day, I think it was the first one, and you told me about your project and stuff.
Yeah.
You named a Ukrainian band.
Oh yeah, Molkat Doma.
Yeah. You said it was like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, kind of, with like drum machines and synths and like really a bass with like loads of chorus on it. It's like a staple of that genre, really, like post-punk. But yeah, that's the band I kind of usually say when someone says, "What's it sound like?"
Yeah, you can't say this. Oh, nothing. There's nothing.
Totally unique.
Yeah. You can't you got to find where it belongs.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think there was. I think I mentioned this once before, but there's only one band I've ever come across which was truly fucking unique, and that's Enter Shikari. Do you mean? Like where they mixed.
I haven't really got into them really.
No, you haven't either.
They're so good. Like
they're Welsh, aren't they?
No, they were big down here. Do you mean? But they're from St Albans in London.
All right.
But they they played in the Windsor in East, right? And then the next thing they played in My Steak Harlequins, right? And then the next thing I read they were playing like Reading. I mean, Japan and all that, like. But I knew first time seeing them they're going to be massive, like. But it's like electronic dance music mixed with metal and stuff. Do you mean? But like the longer they've gone on, they've gone more like political and stuff. Do you mean? But they're really good. Like they're really good. They're not they're not for everyone. But most music's like that, isn't it?
Everything's like that.
I mean, like the other day I was listening to the Ezra Collective. You heard of them?
Yeah, I've heard of them. Oh, are they like quite jazz?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen them in fucking Green Man last year.
What were they like?
Really good. What I can remember.
I was just watching, thinking, fucking.
They're really like mad, aren't they? Yeah. I think
like
it was them.
Jazz,
it was. Yeah. They were fucking class.
Because like I was listening to Six Music, which is like the best station, I think. Do you mean? And like I was listening to it, I was thinking, fucking hell, this is class, doing. And I was just thinking, these are too good to be massive, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're not writing 3-minute pop songs. I mean, they're writing actual really good quality music
for themselves. Like.
Yes, yeah. It just happens that they are successful in their own way.
They found the right audience.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're a musician's band.
Yeah.
You know, and there's lots of bands which are musician bands, isn't there?
Yeah.
But they still do well. Yeah, within that scene and it kind of thing. Like once people are on board, they're just there forever. Like there's loads of cases of that, isn't there? But then and then sometimes they break into the mainstream.
They might have that one song.
Yeah. I suppose it's hard not to sell out then, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, if you imagine being in like Radiohead, for example. I know they're not fully like mainstream anymore, but they, people know them, don't they?
Of course, yeah. Like, they're still one of the biggest bands of all time.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they don't comply to what people want.
They do the last few albums, they just do whatever they want.
Yeah, it must be really hard to do that. If someone's offering them, you can have fucking all this money over here, but you got to do what we say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to sing like this. You got to fucking
carrot on the fucking stick. Like.
Or you can go this way, lose half your audience at every album released.
Yeah.
But it keeps half and it keeps getting stronger. Like
wherever they left with now, that's this core group.
10 people from fucking
Granite.
I suppose, like, do you know that kind of mindset? It's like that probably separates the ones who want to be famous
from the actual artists,
who just love it. Like,
Beyonce just won a fucking country award, did she? What the fuck is that about? Like,
That makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, countries
should have won the fucking cunt award, like. Sorry, I've got
And
nothing against Beyonce.
Connor did not kill himself. Have you seen all the conspiracies about her?
No.
Like saying that, like, do you know, like if like when people win awards at like these events, like if they don't thank Beyonce, they get killed. Like, genuine, like,
Killed.
Yeah,
You should be worried.
Oh yeah.
Hell.
It's like Voldemort.
Walking down Dibach, if
Jay-Z
again, shot to the end.
put cyanide in there, but be careful. Like,
Yeah, on the band thing, like people bands don't give a fuck. Brecky Boy, right? They talk about Brecky Boy all the fucking time. Do you know Brecky Boy?
No.
They're Australian jazz band. I saw them on social media just doing fucking stupid versions of songs over and over again. Like, you know, like the first clip of Africa, for example, dun, 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 for about 10 minutes straight. They don't do anything but that one little bit. Dun, 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 for over and over again. But anyway, they're funny. But someone, they posted a picture of a review that like a critic left for them. It said, I don't know who the fuck these guys were. Right, you can say that. It's like, I don't know who these guys were. It's my words, right? Don't know who the fuck these guys were. The music was alright, but they didn't even introduce themselves or anything. I have no idea. Like, they didn't do the normal stuff the bands should do. And then the leading things after that, then they clipped them, like the main guy, introducing the band members in different gigs.
right.
And he uses different names every time. She's like, we got Eddie Murphy on drums. Like the wrong, Donald Trump on bass. Everyone's still fucking crapping. Like, it's like, that's fucking hilarious. They just don't care. Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're Australian. Might be wrong.
Probably. Yeah, it's like, when I was in college, like, Snarky Puppy were massive all of a sudden, innit?
Yeah.
Amongst all the fucking people in East
musicians.
College.
Yeah,
I was their biggest fan base in East College. Like. And I remember, they were like the fucking top tier when they...
Echelon.
Yeah.
Echelon of
That's what
musicians.
everyone was striving to. That's what everyone was striving to play. Like,
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're doing fucking Locked in a Rev and then fucking...
Yeah, they've got headphones on, they're fucking locked in tight, and they all of them. There's a fucking studio and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Big fucking fuzzy rug on the floor.
Yeah.
Like everything's like clean.
Just class.
Crisp, real super tight.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
Have you ever watched those Tiny Desk concerts? They're fucking good. Have you seen them?
No.
I think you'd like that, but
Yeah.
it's basically, I think it's in like a library in somewhere in America, and they just have bands come in, and they just do a gig in like a really, really tight space, do you mean?
Yeah.
And for like
That sounds
30
fun.
minutes. And some of the people they have on there are unreal, like, do you mean?
They
Like,
have like a mixture of like pop musicians and then actual musicians.
Like Idols have been, Idols have been on Thundercat. Do you mean? Like, this, and it's really like diverse in terms of like the acts in it.
Yeah, it's kind of stripped back, but then recently the Idols are just pretty much just doing a normal set, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is he the guy, kind of middle-aged guy?
Before, that's it.
Oh, Future Islands, like.
That's something of, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm getting confused. I've seen him.
Idols, did you watch Idols in Glastonbury, is it?
think so, yeah.
On the park stage when the guitarist is in his pants.
I'm not sure. You're all, honestly, no
Hot
memories.
blur.
Yeah. Oh, it's one big memory now. All like 10 years I've been, I think.
Is
it's all
it?
one big thing. I couldn't tell you what year anything happened.
I just remember the guitarist being in his pants. Didn't you, like?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking dentist, he is.
Is it?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hang on, I got the wrong guy. So, which is the guy? That guy?
Oh, yeah.
That's a different one. That's Future Islands.
Or the guy who, and he like growls,
That's
like,
Future Islands.
Yeah. Okay,
he
right.
looks like he shouldn't be in a band kind of thing.
It's Idols. Is he the guy who's shouting, like chanting?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one.
Angry guy,
They
like.
both like,
Angry guy, yeah.
They both quite similar in the way they kind of
Yeah,
present
that's,
themselves.
yeah, both of them in my brain as the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
They are very similar.
I tell you what, no Future Islands, right? When I went on holidays last year, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to have a little go at these, like, do you mean? And I just sat by the pool with my headphones on in the sun and listened to, like, all of their albums.
Yeah.
What a fucking experience.
They're solid,
So
aren't they?
good, like.
But
really
yeah,
good.
the live performance compared to the recordings, it's like two different things, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
really laid back, the recordings, and then I remember seeing him on Jules Holland and he's just like growling and that. And then me and my dad was watching, I think, and he was like, "This is fucking awesome!" Like,
Yeah.
so
Super talented, like.
so over the top, so theatrical.
There's only
Like.
3 or 4 of them, isn't there?
Yeah. There's a synth player, bass player, and a drummer, and then him singing.
That's it. Because they are quite bass heavy.
I'd love to, like, the idea of someone just going nuts on stage and just going for it, I mean, like, we did it Hugh Grant's Big Machine.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. I
That was
loved
about
that.
10 years ago, wasn't it?
It was a while ago, yeah. But like,
I remember Dale and Jamie talking about it.
you know, like Hugh Grant masks on. I was just fucking, it's the only time I've been on stage and didn't give a fuck, like, I just didn't care. I was smashed as well, I can't remember it. But I was like, you know, like, you see people perform, and I wish I could perform like that.
Yeah.
They just do not care.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's nothing, they just don't care.
There's no
about
filter,
anything.
like...
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
I can't, that's the only time I've ever been like that, and I had a mask on, and I was plastered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be nice if you could do that. If I could clip my fingers and be on stage now and do it, it'd be great. But, you know, the logistics of getting all the gear in the car.
You've got to think... You'd be
like
thinking
fucking
about that whilst
setting up.
going nuts, like...
Yeah.
It just doesn't fucking
Yeah, I know. It's
add
like,
up, does it?
no, I know. I can't switch into that. But like, unless I'm smashed and I got a mask on, it's easy to kind of switch on off. I wonder how people do it. Whether it's like a switch thing, or they're always like that.
Or they, probably like... It's usually like the rest of the band members are like quite conservative, and probably the professional ones, and then they just let the singer or whatever do what they want. Like,
There's usually one in the big bands, like even the local bands. There's usually one in the band, which
off it, it's like
a drummer's just fucking smashing shit.
designated fucking lunatic.
Designated.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, do you know, no, Slipknot.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what they did. Is like they wanted to use their platform, where they put on the mask and stuff, as a way they could just fucking be somebody else. That's the whole reason behind the mask.
a vehicle, like
Just to just get all their aggression
Separate,
out.
like.
So like no one knew who they were for years and years. I remember being in my cousin's house when I was about 10 or 11, seeing the Kerrang magazine with all these people in masks. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember
Fell
that.
in love, like, do you mean?
Yeah.
And but yeah, that's why they do it. It's just so they can just be whoever they want for like an hour or two on stage, like.
Yeah,
Do you
smart.
mean?
I get it. Maybe Kiss did the same thing.
Yeah. I wonder who the first band or like artist was who
When that's,
started
like-
wearing, you know, like putting makeup on and all this.
Probably the racist ones. Remember those? What are they called?
Minstrels?
Minstrels.
I
Yeah.
thought they were just called the racist ones. Then.
No, like people used to like dress up and black up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you said about like the one member of each band. Like, what's his name? Like Limp Bizkit. Like Wes Borland, the guitarist. He's always
he's
always worn a mask and stuff to me.
Yeah, he's creepy. He is.
Yeah, he's
You know,
wicked.
black
right?
eyes.
Yeah, like he'll always like change it up a bit. Like, do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, remember the black guy? He's a big, massive.
Yeah, the white bits of his eyes were black. Or am I imagining that?
No, I think he was in one video. Yeah, it was.
Creepy as hell.
Koala-esque, like.
But he's really cool. But
It'll be
Yeah, he's
interesting
just-
now with when I start playing live with this album, because it's the first time I'll be playing like my original stuff to a crowd.
Yeah.
I wonder how that'll kind of affect the way I perform.
Yeah.
Because usually with cover bands and that, and I was in an original band for a little bit, but that wasn't really my band, so I was still pretty much a cover band. But like, I wonder if it'd affect my performing in any way. Like,
I think, yeah.
probably
it'll
feel a bit
affect-
more free, maybe. But I'm not a jump about the kind of person.
No, I know,
Probably go
no.
the opposite way, and like just go down that road, just standing even more still. Do you know what I mean?
with a cup of tea, like Eddie, what's his name? The guy from Pearl Jam, like.
It's harder to be confident in what it sounds like, I think. Well, that's 'cause I'm in the same kind of situation. I'm going to be gigging mine before it's released and stuff. I'm going to find it difficult to be really confident with it. You know, like even if you play Mr. Brightside, people are going to like it.
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
don't like it, it's their problem. They're not having a good time tonight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, if you're playing your song and someone doesn't
Down
like
to
it,
you, like.
yeah, it's like it's more responsibility, really, because they're your songs.
Yeah.
I'd feel a lot of pressure. I'm going to feel a lot of pressure, you know. But yeah, it's just something you got to do. I think once you've done it a couple of times and you're into it a little bit, and you get the positive feedback, that reinforces the confidence the next time. You know, it compounds then over time.
100%.
So, yeah, it is an interesting thing though. So you are planning to gig?
Yeah. Once it's finished now, I'm probably going to start playing live before releasing anything as well.
Create a buzz, is it?
Create buzz.
Nice.
Bit of a, get a cult following. And
I count this in anyway.
yeah, that sound, yeah. And probably start. I was speaking to the guy from Avonales, Gavin, and I said, when it's ready, do a gig there, first gig there, like. I think it'd be a good shout.
Are you going to use any of the footage as well? Like as part of the...
Probably, yeah,
experience?
in certain venues, like the venues that got it, maybe put a clip of the film up
Projector or
first.
something like.
Yeah.
You should have like QR code where people could do it and it'll take them straight to a video on their phone.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Watching it whilst I'm playing live, like.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fucking VR
VR experience.
No, fucking.
Check the mask on.
I was like,
What would it be called? What's the band going to be called? Just Connor Mclaughlan experience.
The Seaside Social.
Is it?
Yeah.
Seaside Social.
That's what I've named it, yeah.
Your lib, like.
After the Labour Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I played there once for an engagement party.
Is it?
The end of my story.
Yeah.
I played there once as well for a charity gig which Fash put on. And
it doesn't look like an inviting place as if from the outside.
It feels a bit clicky.
it's fucking huge.
Yeah,
It
massive.
It looks like a big spaceship, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks Russian. What's the word?
Yeah.
Like big,
Fucking
massive.
brutalist.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word. Yeah.
It's called Brutalist.
Brutalism, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it?
It's like a form of architecture.
Yeah.
Really like,
Imposing, like, is
Yeah,
it?
really
Nothing
like-
decorative about it.
yeah,
Right,
more
yeah.
practical
Functional,
than
yeah,
beautiful. Do you know what I mean?
like a car park.
Do you know
Yeah.
like, what cracks me up with that place? The fact that they got a fucking Ladbrokes on side.
Yeah, it's built, it's baked in. Like.
Yeah, it's like all the bad shit in one building. isn't
Yeah,
it?
get it all out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do karate in it with
Just
What,
on the
upstairs?
pub, like.
no in Ladbrokes. Like, yeah,
In the car park.
yeah. I used to make a fucking weekly thing of it.
Two steps in, like.
No, yeah, this guy, do you know Tubbo karate? He's like
Tubbo.
a karate legend in Port Talbot, like
What's his name?
Is he quite short?
Tubbo. Like
Tubbo.
oh, you know Ross Mainwaring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His father, like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he's not short really, but I think he's stopped now because he's retired. But my mate Kane has taken over now in the Labour Club. But yeah, I done that for a little bit, karate.
You still doing that?
No, I got to like yellow belt, and then I fucking hung my belt up, and I was like, oh, that's enough for me.
Getting punched too much.
Yeah, I done a few competitions,
Yeah.
and
I didn't like that.
it was a bit daunting, like.
Yeah. I went to Ireland to fight when I was a kid, and that put me off.
Did you?
Yeah, I did karate
new
as a kid. I got
information.
a purple belt, I think, blue purple belt. I was young though, so I went to Ireland to fight the Cork as a group, like.
Yeah.
And
I thought you were a gypsy.
I thought you were a gypsy.
no, I didn't. I can't remember what happened. But I was really put off by it. Do you know what I mean? I'd just been attacked by someone wants to fucking kill it. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't turn it on like some people can. Like.
And you get punched in the face with karate. No,
Yeah.
can you? No, you have to get struck in the stomach, I think.
You can
or
get
like
kicked in the
there.
head though, can you? You get a
I
point.
think so,
kick in the
yeah,
head,
yeah.
You get a certain amount of points.
I
Do you
remember.
head guards?
We did. 'Cause I was so young, I think.
Yeah. In the one I did, it was like I was like 19, so it was like an adult one. So I was
Yeah.
like fighting adult men,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I bet that was scary.
it was because they were like, because you're all in the same like entry level kind of boat, or like really shit. But then it almost felt like a scrap then, because they
Yeah.
probably had loads of actual scraps.
Yeah.
And
Men.
yeah, big
Man
men, like,
scraps.
big handsome men.
Big yellow stain coming on your fucking
Yeah,
Komodo, like.
yeah. Disguised as a yellow belt, like.
Shit.
And yeah, it's quite daunting, but yeah, it was fun. But then I quit then because I was just not into it.
It's weird though, because the karate that I did, it was like dancing. It was like you do like cat does, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's like Peen and E Dan. Remember that one? I probably remember some of the shit ones. Do you mean like you just move a certain way and turn like, hoi.
Yeah.
Just do all the
Yeah,
shit.
there's that, and then there's the actual
Yeah, then
sparring.
you got to
and-
fight someone like, and now okay, I'm gonna do this kata now. But like,
Wow.
it doesn't work like it does kind of train you a little bit, but I don't know whether there's this massive gap like.
It is a big
It's
gap.
like doing jiu-jitsu and only rolling round.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? With no one else, and then
Yeah.
you're fucking sent in to murder someone. And
Yeah.
you have no idea how to do it, like how to react.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my students does. He does it all the time. He's like a black belt, and the speed they get a black belt as well, like, is nuts. Like I've had a few students in the past. Like one of them was like really young, maybe around 10ish, 11. Like, he's just been into comp. He's a black belt karate. Fucking hell.
Does it,
Completed
as a kid's belt, or does it matter? It doesn't matter. Like,
well,
Yeah.
from what I gather, I don't think it
Different
matters.
people kind of give them out at different paces, I think, don't they? They can just
I thought it was
choose
nuts,
to
though.
like skip a belt or whatever.
Yeah.
Or some of them men are a bit more. It takes years to do it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So,
because it's like I don't know. Yeah, obviously they rate it differently, don't they?
yeah.
But like I only really compared to jiu-jitsu. When I was doing karate, it was a steady thing. You know, you do, every 6 months you go for grading, whatever, or a year, whatever. It's completely different with us, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it depends on the gym, and they just decide if you're good enough to get it.
Yeah.
It depends if you're beating up the people with the higher belt than you.
Yeah.
So if you start beating me up, you're most probably gonna have to be
Go up,
brought
right,
up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, do you know? I can't wait for. Are you going tonight?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I know.
I fucking love it. But do you know?
Just strangling people. Just thinking about it.
Do you know? You mentioned about like with like striking, or you'd feel like a fight.
Yeah.
Like I want to do the MMA class.
Yeah,
right.
come on Sunday.
I want to do it, right. And I wouldn't mind having like incorporating it into the ones I have a Reese, like. But I'm the same as you. Like I don't want to fight anyone. Like I wouldn't. Like if I say now I started doing MMA,
it's a bit awkward as grown men, I guess.
Well, no, it's like what I'm trying to say is like I'd like to learn MMA just so like I know how to fucking handle myself.
Yeah.
But to go into a ring with someone and have an MMA fight, I just think like that guy hasn't done anything to me.
Yeah,
he hasn't.
It's just not.
Yeah, you're
not part of your logic.
Yeah,
like.
It's like that doesn't make sense. It's like I'm not gonna start beating this guy up for a fucking organised fight when he hasn't fucking hit my missus. Like.
Yeah, no, I know.
Exactly.
I know what you mean. It feels like
I wouldn't feel aggressive towards him.
I know.
Only when it comes down to the absolute fucking crunch that you will fight.
Yeah.
Like.
But the thing is, like you feel like that when he's punching you.
Of course,
it's kind of like
it'd have to be. I'd have to like
throw the first punch.
You do have to. Like because I've done the MMA thing twice. It was really good. It's just the distance thing. I feel safe when I'm close, and I'm not fucking safe. I feel safe on my back, and I'm not safe.
Right,
I'm used to playing like jiu-jitsu off my back. I'll fucking drop some random shit, but then it's just a fist coming at my face. But no one's mean with it. Like you go if you go on a Sunday. You'll tell you who to go with. They look after you.
Right.
So I went with Tamlin, and he's like, "Oh, do I don't do a little bit?" And I just fucking put that out in my face.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
I just switch on there. Like.
I remember with the few tournaments I done, you start really polite, and you're like. Like fucking like a 40s boxer, like.
Yeah.
Everything turns black and white.
Yeah. My moustache.
You start really polite, and you're like thinking, "Oh, they're obviously the same. This is fun, isn't it?" And then they clip you in the face. You're like, "Fuck, all right, you can't." Like, And then you actually get into it, and you get a bit angry, like.
The thing is, you learn to think when you're in that position. It's like getting clipped a little bit is normal. And then you think, okay, I need to react to that. He's moved his leg there. There's so much in there, like. I mean. Yeah, but there's have you seen like no rules fighting? Seen that?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I didn't know that existed.
Well, what's that?
In places like Russia and stuff like that.
UK. There's a UK like an underground fighting scene.
Labour Club, like.
Where there's just no rules. So you sign up this thing, like someone organises, sends a thing out to everyone's phone. People go to a very specific area. The 3 words thing. That's fucking handy, so you go to a very specific, like under a bridge or whatever. And you just fight someone with no rules.
That's insane.
You can bite.
Imagine watching that.
Yeah. Someone had his ear bitten off.
Should we?
Go on YouTube and find it. I saw there's a guy following around, like doing like an independent documentary type thing. Do you know what I mean?
Like a Louis Through kind of guy.
Yeah, just following around the fighters and stuff. They're not normal guys. Like one of them just was like a bare knuckle fighter. But there's rules to that. Do you know what I mean? And he wanted to try this no rules thing. Basically, you just give up at any point, but it doesn't stop. So if you break your arm, you still go in until you decide not to. Like you're trying to kill each other. Like
some of the gypsy bare knuckle ones are like they won't stop until they just they can't physically go on. Like it's just nuts, isn't it? What are you made of to do that? It's they're just brought up like it, aren't they? So
but there's nothing like I don't know. Everyone's got the capacity to be like that.
Yeah.
If you put in a situation where that's the choice.
Your upbringing as well.
Either this, either you're getting beaten to an absolute bloody pulp, or this. But like, I don't know. That other thing needs to be fucking good for most people. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are more.
Mark.
Yeah, I mean, I think those people, the ones who do it regularly, you're like, why? What do they gain from that? Do you know what I mean? Like
do you think
the notoriety is fucking so important.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's more important than fucking your face, like.
Do you think everyone can learn how to fight, or do you think it's something that's instilled, like, or perhaps in your genes, like? What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's fucking.
I think it's good. I think it's something. I think it's something that could perhaps like.
I think it's like on the schoolyard. Like there's kids that are up for it, there's kids that aren't. Like how
the temperament. You
naturally drifts towards fighting or not. Like.
Yeah, I've never been a fighter really, but I've stuck up for people in the past. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I've gone into fights before. But it's not because you want to win. Do you know what I mean? Like some people really want to win. They're competitive.
Yeah.
And they won't lose. Do you know what I mean? Like if they feel like you've been wronged, if they feel like they've been wronged, they're going to fucking start something and it could escalate if the other person's the same. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you wrong me, fuck you. No, I can't have that, fuck you.
Yeah.
It just goes and goes, do you know what I mean? But like, I've never been that kind of person.
Never an instigator, like.
No, I'd rather just let it fucking settle. Like, you're okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. Do you know what I mean? But if someone keeps fucking going, or
You just snap,
something, or with my friend, yeah, I'll snap if it's something someone else is being bullied or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, physically being good at fighting is something you can learn. Anyone can learn.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone
Yeah,
can?
definitely. Do you know what I mean? Even turning
The
that on,
physical
like,
side of it.
it's such a strange thing, like being close to someone, like in your face, like with jiu-jitsu and stuff. You're there, like really, really close. It's not a normal thing, so you feel intimidated. Like you get used to the feeling of that. And even like with striking and stuff in MMA, there's a distance part of it. Like I said, I feel safe when I shouldn't. And you learn that. Do you know what I mean? People would learn it if you just get into enough fights. Do you know what I mean? Like like this guy's hands are out of his pockets. He's looking like, you know, he's close enough to fucking hit me. Step back, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that feeling is mad, isn't it? The kind of fight or flight, like when your heart starts beating, like even in like a verbal confrontation, and it starts, and you're like, oh fuck, and it's on, like it's like, oh,
Feel the blood right into your face.
that's fucking mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even that, yeah.
Have you ever had a stiffy when it happens?
Yeah.
Joking.
I had one on the lesson earlier.
Yeah, I'm driving all the time. Do you get them in lessons?
What's that?
Stiffies?
Not on lessons.
Gotta say that.
Be weekly now instead of bi-weekly, like bi-monthly.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I don't think I've told it. I haven't told you this. I haven't told you this either. Someone stood on my dick Friday.
What is it?
Fucking spent jiu-jitsu.
In a tin of tuna, like.
The tin, yeah.
Baglan fruit.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
So
I don't know who it was. I couldn't tell you when it happened.
Right.
But I got home, had a shower and stuff. My fucking cock was bruised. The dick was like
the cock was in half.
No, it wasn't a full fucking smush.
Right.
It had been caught somewhere. Do you know what I mean? There's a few in like positions where I think it happened. You know, like an half guard got someone's foot and they went to kick out.
Ah, okay.
I think that happened. But yeah, my dick got fucking stood on by someone. I say that. It's fully working. It's fine. It's in full working order. It doesn't hurt. But it's like, it looks like it's been just squeezed really hard. It's fine, like a zombie cock. Like.
A zombie cock?
Yeah.
Oh, what a great name for a fucking band. Fucking
zombie cock. It's alright though, it's fine.
Live with the
I'll be careful tonight when...
it doesn't hurt, no. But it's just a bit discoloured, like.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll get back to normal.
Isn't it mad how like quick things can happen in that fucking sport? Like, you know, remember when you kneeled on my hand the other day? Everything clicked. Nothing happened.
I know.
Do you mean it was so strange?
Yeah, my elbow does a twang every now and again.
Yeah, it's just like just a split second, bang, something happened.
Yeah, can you get this? It's a matter of time before you get injured. Do you know what I mean? I'm super as careful as I can be. When I rolled the other day with someone having an armbar, my arm was stuck in and my mouth was under his leg.
Right.
I couldn't shout and I couldn't tap. It just got overextended and I managed to squeeze this out and fucking tap quick. Fucking ruin my shoulder.
Yeah. I was rolling with Reese the other day and Louis, like, and he bloody his knee on belly.
Yeah.
He just slid as he went to twist and come like north south. He landed on my rib, like, and it just like clicked like 3 times. And I was like, oh, and like it was more of a shock. I thought like, oh fuck, he's done my ribs, and it was absolutely fine. You mean, but you never know, like in that split second.
Yeah.
As he just crushed my ribs, like.
Yeah.
Have either of you like kind of lost your temper on anyone yet?
I lose my shit a little bit. But I don't lose it.
Yeah,
I think like
confront
someone,
them, like,
yeah, someone what was
squeeze my cock.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was a white belt. Just squeezed my head. You had my head like that and just hugged my head in.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Just kept me there, and I thought, fuck, am I going to stay here for like full fucking 6 minutes now? So I was in there for a bit, and I was between his legs. He had me fucking locked in to squeeze my head, and nothing was happening.
Right.
I couldn't do anything, and he couldn't do anything. I thought, you fucking pissed me off now. One.
Yeah.
So like,
you just snap like. It's like
so I kind of bust out of it, and like like things like that. Do you know what I mean? I think okay, I'm not going to go easy on you.
They're taking a piss. Like.
Yeah. There's some moves like people will do is like wrist locks. Do you know what I mean? like wrist locks you try to avoid, especially me.
The
like
most dangerous, isn't he?
Yeah, like everyone knows I'm a guitarist, like, so like, well, most people know. If they don't know, I'm just extra careful with it. And some people just go straight for fucking wrist locks. I think it's a cheap.
It's really fragile as well, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Easy to fucking snap.
So someone had me, someone was on top of me, a white belt. He was like an older guy, he's stronger than me. And I could feel him just going for it, because he couldn't get anything else. He was just going for my fucking wrist. I thought, don't, please. Like, but I kind of like weaseled out of it. And I kind of, you know, an Americana?
Yeah.
Like I caught that like the wrong way round. So his wrist was like this. And I just fucking kept cranking it like I thought I'd fucking do you if you want to play like that. But that's the only time I do. I don't
intentionally like
it's not anger. It's so more like
what the fuck are you doing? Like
what's the point of that? Fucking learn from this now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or people who don't know what the fuck they're doing, like ripping heel hooks and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking ripping it. It's dangerous. You could really hurt someone.
Yeah.
When people are being stupid, like
I lost my head a little bit a few weeks back because like someone was like putting like submissions on like too quick, and then but like
missing the point of why
it
were you like?
It was just like, oh fucking hell, and it was like it hurt, and then I was just like, well, I'm not gonna fucking let go now. Do you mean I'm gonna fight it now? Do you know what I mean? And then like I said, like he did something, and I said to him like, fucking calm down, like, do you mean? And he was like, oh, well, you should tap.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you're not giving me a chance, like, do you mean? It's just, I don't know, it was felt more, it was more aggressive from him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It feels like other people being angry.
Yeah.
It's really jarring when someone's...
Yeah.
Have you done stuff like that before? Have you done like grappling or anything? Like
nothing like that, no. But I remember once I was kind of... There would be a certain few people in like karate when you'd spar, and like they'd have no kind of subtlety or dynamics to them. Like, it was always just really hard. And like booked in and that. I'm like, fucking hell, like...
Yeah.
I found that with MMA, mind. I find it hard to cool down with striking. It's like, okay, I mean, like to go fast... I can't go fast and soft.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, okay, go in. So it's all really slow and it's like...
Yeah.
And I'm just fucking getting lamped, like...
Yeah. I always just felt really awkward sparring always, like, it never lost that. I was always just, like, really polite and, like, I just couldn't be angry about it.
I know, yeah. That's what I felt with MMA. Yeah, it's a certain kind of person, they've either been angry for a long time, they find it easy to be angry, are they looking for something like to be angry about?
That's why I don't understand the concept of stepping into a ring and fighting someone.
Yeah, when you're the one who like...
Who sometimes you, like, some instances you probably never even met.
Yeah, but I think most of the people that do it, it's like, they respect each other for getting in the ring and doing it together. It's like, okay, like, it's my skills against your skills. Let's just see who comes up at the end. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're in a bar situation, it's safer to do it in the ring than it is in a bar.
Of course, yeah.
Some of those people would be fucking fighting every weekend. I'll probably used to be in the younger days. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or looking for it or something like that. You know, it's a healthy thing to do. Like,
yeah, I always just felt awkward, like potentially hurting someone, or it was never like a fear about them hurting me. It was just like I didn't want to just come across too much, like just a bit awkward, like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's just if I nip someone's fucking balls, or if I know I've like elbowed them or something like that, I'm always saying sorry. Like, they're like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I feel obligated to fucking
like
you say, to like not think that I'm being a twat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Especially like so like growing up and that, I was usually like leaning towards like more the funny one instead of the fucking fighter. Do you know what I mean?
I think the three of us probably were.
I think we're all similar kind of.
Yeah. 100%. Like.
Yeah. But album out soon.
So what is the plan about? Like you said, you're gonna start the gigs before the release of the album. When's the release gonna be? Do you think?
I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna get it mixed and mastered, get it all totally finished, and then when it's finished, I'll probably go about like few different record labels. Maybe there's a few like in Cardiff and that.
Yeah.
That do original.
Indie like is
indie stuff, yeah. So, I haven't really thought about all that kind of stuff too much. I'm just getting it finished first, and then it'll be ready to go on it. So
nice.
Yeah, it'll be watch this space and all that.
Shit, dog. I look forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, have you thought of the Port Talbot Film Festival?
Yeah. I was speaking when I was in Port Talbot Coffee the other day. I said to Cassia, I was going to ask your old man, because I was telling him about the film, because I put an advert on Facebook on all the Port Talbot groups looking for like someone with a van so I could hang off the back of it.
Yeah.
And then like about 10 gypsies messaged me, all with the same last name, like. And they was like, oh yeah, you know, we got a van. But then this other bloke messaged me, like, which I'm going to go with.
Not the gypsies.
No, not the gypsies. But, and then Cass was like, oh, you doing a video or something here? I was like, yeah. And I said, oh, see if your old man, he said you should be doing another one again. So it'll be perfect for that, won't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they were looking for last year. Like, I knew about it like a couple of weeks before it was happening, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but like, yeah, I sent a quick message to my Stevens ones who was starting original music and stuff. If they wanted me to help them film something, do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
And stuff. But it was too late for them to get anything going. But yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't think of videos for my songs, but maybe something I should think about, like.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand if you need a hand, like.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. Good. Right, do you want to leave it there? You're going like hour and a half.
Yeah.
You need to fucking go to the hospital. When you phone ambulance.
Go on.
Yeah. Start from there.
It's I don't like it, but it's nice. I don't know what's happening. Lungs are gone.
Lungs are gone. Well, Connor.
So good. Nice one, boys.
Thank
Top
you.
man, bud.
Nice
Lovely.
Shake my clammy hands.
Legends.
Bye-bye.